Way, no way, no way. There is a way. Rad, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are in for a treat. Daniel, what's going on today? What's going on, bro? What's going
I don't
on?
know. It's pretty spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big day. You know the Rad Pad right here, right now.
Is there an earthquake in Texas right now with what's going on? This is phenomenal.
Is it shaking?
Earth-shattering shit is happening right now.
Is it shaking the building?
The legacy of 7 is shaking the fucking building. Who's the legacy of 7? Who's the legacy of 7?
Man, Jordan Myers, man, what's going on?
Roy Daniel.
Jordan Myers. Jordan Myers, Rice's very own, in the Rad Pad, ladies and gentlemen. First time ever, y'all are in for a treat. We have a guest on the show.
What position you play, Jordan?
See, that's a good question, man. So, kind of, even all throughout high school, I've kind of been moved around a lot. Went everywhere from fullback, tight end, receiver, running back. Same thing in college. Started off as like a little slot receiver. Then I went to tight end. Then I got moved back to slot receiver. Then fullback. Then tight end. Then running back. It's crazy. So, I mean, a lot of people like to call me H-back. It's kind of like a move around guy. They like to call me like the Swiss Army knife.
So whatever you're needed for, you're able to do it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Does it affect your play though? I mean,
Nah, I mean, for sure. It gives like I like having the ability to be moved around a lot, but it's kind of sucks sometimes because you know you wish you could stay at one position and really specialize in that position.
Exactly. Focus on that one skill.
Exactly. I mean, but it's good. You know, the coaches look to you as somebody like when you need something, and when they need something, when they're like low in a certain spot,
You're
like
the
maybe
go-to guy.
injuries or something like that. Like they
You're
look
the
to me
go-to
like,
guy.
all right, look, we can manipulate you a little bit, and you can go in this position and do just as fine. Like is what we need.
Yeah.
It's even crazy because like never in a million years would I have thought I would even got moved to starting punt returner, which was actually pretty crazy. It's because I started at tight end.
Yeah. Why is that? Yeah. Why is that crazy? Why is that crazy?
Dude, just college football is crazy, dude.
What was the difference between high school and college football? What do you see is the biggest change in that?
Biggest change, man. Just like what everyone would say easily, is the speed and just the size. Like, you know, you have to in high school, people could just show up on game day and be ready.
Exactly.
It's not like that, you know. People are smarter in college, people are faster, people are bigger, and it's just a whole different understanding of the game that you have to have in order to go out there and perform well. I think that's something that will separate the good, you know, from like the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's something that's really big in my opinion.
so like okay, what would be the difference? Like the difference between the hardest game you played in football, like game wise, to the easiest. You know, because you know there's harder, like more challenging teams to face against, and then there's teams. You know, it's just like why is this team really even playing football?
Bro, it's more just about the mindset that people have, dude. Because in football, you know, in reality, anybody can go out there and win. It's not about pre-game like, oh, this team looks better, so this team's gonna automatically win. No, it's like who's better on that day.
Who wants it more?
Yeah, and who wants it more. Like I'm saying, it's just a big mindset. So the biggest thing that stands out is more just like I mean, dude, it's pretty crazy just because you could really go out there and think you have the game locked up, but if you just slip up for just a quarter, just that momentum change, just people just to be like, oh man, we got this.
You lost.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's damn near too late unless you know you put it together with your teammates.
Yeah.
But that's really about it. It's more just the mindset, understanding that anybody can go out there and get it. Yeah. And you know, once you have that set on your team that like, oh, we can go out here and whoop their ass whenever, then any game could be crazy. It doesn't matter who you're playing.
You could go out there and say, I'm gonna whoop their ass and chill. They whoop our ass.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. But it's more the fact that you go out there and truly believe, and having all 11 people on the field, on the field at once, believing the same thing. Like it really works wonders. Like it's amazing because even in high school, all throughout my junior year, we were picked to lose. And exactly. No matter what we did, we were undefeated, beat all the teams, one district, going into playoffs. Everyone's like, oh, you know, it was a fluke. Dickinson shouldn't have, you know, got that far.
Exactly.
They about to lose. I mean, we still pushed 4 rounds deep, you know, winning against a lot of people.
Yeah.
And at Rice, I mean, we've had some upsets up there too. Like it's both of which ways, you know, because it's college. You know, everyone's up there because they they love the game and they want to go out there and win. Like everybody wants it.
So passionate.
Yeah,
So passionate.
Yeah, that's passionate.
What year of college are you in right now?
I'm in my junior year, about to start my spring semester.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That's cool. That's cool. And what from your junior year, from your freshman year, has there been a lot of changes?
Oof, man, there's been a lot of changes to both my body in the sense of I'm just getting a little older, gotta take care of my body a lot more. A lot more injuries coming.
Yeah.
A lot to like mindset, understanding that this game is a lot different. Understanding that as I'm getting older too, that life is starting to kick in as well. So
and this is your life.
Exactly. But at the same time, I also have to understand that as much as I put into this game, at one point or another, it's going to end for me. So I have to also worry about the life ahead of that. Exactly. Regardless, I can go to the league, be fortunate enough to make it to the league, but at the end of the day, there's going to be a certain amount of years where it's like, all right, the game's up. And the thing about that is, the game don't care.
Exactly. The game's going to continue.
Yeah, with or without, like, it doesn't matter. And so you kind of got to work for yourself and understand that while you're still putting all this work in for this, you have to also plan for the future and understand that.
In case it didn't work.
Exactly, and plan for the future and understand that you just kind of got to go past it, and not just solely focus on this. Because a lot of people, I feel, I've seen it happen all the time, is that they put their whole lives, because this is really all they got. And they may come from tougher situations, tougher places at home, but once football's up, they kind of get stuck, and they're kind of like floating in life a little bit, trying to figure out exactly what they're gonna do. And hopefully that's the one thing I'm trying not to do, which is a big reason why I picked Rice University, because it's a big statement.
It is, bro. Because I've been kind of following you. I grew up with you. I've known you, bro. Like your family is bred for greatness. Your family is bred for sports. Your family is bred. Your brother Chris, he was into big football. Your dad probably was the same way, and you. Third generation type of person, and you're, what I'm saying, what's next for legacy,
Yeah.
And bro, you've come a long way. Tell us some of the things that you were able to do as far as with Rice. Were you able to travel? Were you able to what are some of the things?
Yeah, I mean, big reason I love being like a part of like a Division I football program, because we have so many opportunities that others may not have.
Exactly.
Like we've traveled a lot. Like I've seen more stuff just traveling football than I have, just being like, family vacations and stuff like that. Because I mean, we never always had the money to go do that type of stuff. So like one of the trips is, Hawaii. We got to go to Hawaii this year and play Hawaii, and that was just a beautiful sight to see. And
hold on, did y'all win?
Nah.
Regardless if y'all won or lost. Sorry, my bad. Regardless if y'all won or lost.
Doesn't take away from the fact.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact. All right.
Nah, it would have been more pretty if we would have won, man.
Yeah,
but unfortunately we didn't win. Hawaii was a good team, though. They had a solid team. But we got to see the beaches there. We got to see like all types of stuff. We got to go visit Pearl Harbor, which, in my opinion, like, I mean, yeah, that's cool and all, but I guess in my opinion, because like I'm a 21-year-old, like
it's not that great.
Yeah, but
it's
like
not.
I've been there. I'm not trying to go like
history lessons.
Yeah, I'm trying to go out to like see views and like park.
Park. Let's go surf. Let's hang ten.
For real, dude.
Yeah,
trying to do all that. Yeah. But I mean, it's still cool though. I'm sure when I get older, I ain't got much else to do. Like, that's something I want to do. Yeah. But the fact that I got the opportunity to already do it, it's pretty cool.
At your
and
age,
it's free
bro.
And like all that stuff. Yeah. Another one that we went to was Australia, and I think that's crazy because, like, dude, that's all the way across the world.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Literally, dude. We literally got where Finding Nemo was, man. Where Dory, Nemo, all them, bro. Everywhere they were, we were. We got to see all that crap, dude.
Yeah.
Got to go on, these boat tours around Sydney in the waters. Got to have dinner on this boat. It was just an amazing experience, man. I just feel super blessed just because there's people who work their whole lives for something like that. And just sometimes they fall short just because, money's a big issue. But the fact that I'm just at Rice and have the opportunities to be on this football team, I get those type of blessings, thrown my way.
But you put in the work for that, though. You have to work for that consistently. You're just going out there every day and putting your blood and sweat into this football team. Whether or not knowing what your future holds, you're still dedicating yourself to that team every day. And I feel like that's the reason you are given that opportunity. Like, what do you, a lot of people don't know. You're in college, you know.
Mhm.
How difficult is that? Like, what does being a college athlete mean though? Like, what do you do? What does it entail to be a college athlete?
I mean, it's more just like being busy all the time, man.
Self-discipline.
Yeah, having self-discipline. You know, always understanding that you're bigger. Like everything that you do is for a bigger purpose. Understanding that you're not just doing stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
So you can go out and be like, oh man, your friends like, hey man, let's go out to the club. Let's go party, man. Let's go get drunk. Let's go do all this stuff. Like, man, nah, dude, I got these 6 a.m. workouts. If I go out and party, I ain't gonna be able to come out, you know, and grind with my boys just to get better. So that in the season, that you know, we're not as good as we could be just because I want to go out and party. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that it's just stuff like that that you have to worry about and stuff. And just like the question you was asking earlier is that, dude, you're busy all the time. Like that's literally what college football is about. And it's work,
grind. And you've been, sorry to cut you off, but you've been in Rice, bro. You didn't just make it off of your skills for football. You have to have academic skills as well too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Like it's really tough to get into Rice, just like academically. And that's what I'm gonna say is like, if you don't play football, you try to get into Rice, it's very tough. Like apparently Rice is like one of the top schools to deny. Like
it is
like the top of the classes, like top 5% of classes or something like that. I don't know what's up with that. It's just they got a small population, so they kind of keep it small, try to keep it like a tight community.
Yeah.
And you really just gotta get in there. But football does help with that a lot. But it's not like football helped with us, you know, initially getting in. But once we're in there, you know, we're kind of, you know, on our own trying to, you know, understand and getting through school, doing all the homework, figuring out. But like the good thing about Rice though is that we do have a lot of help. Mm-hmm. Rice makes sure is that if you know, you could be struggling or something like that, but they for sure gonna have like the tutors there for you. Exactly. They're gonna have people there like to guide you through stuff. They're gonna help you through your, you know, graduate plan, understanding all that stuff, which is a big help, especially for the football team, because you know you're juggling practice, workouts, games, traveling for the games.
And you still have classes.
You still gotta go to class, and you still like sometimes you miss classes because you travel. Like sometimes we missed like a whole week of class when we went to Australia. Ooh. And we had to come back and like scramble to figure out what we missed.
Hit it hard.
Yeah, bro. Because literally, like if you miss just a couple of days of classes, you can be so far behind, and it's so hard. Like it just starts tumbling on like the information because you have to be there every day. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's like I was saying, man, it's a blessing. Like we do work really hard at the school, which is kind of just.
You personally work hard, bro. You personally work hard, and you should be congratulated about that, bro. You do.
I try to work hard, bro. Like, it's tough, dude. Like I wish a lot of people could understand that because that hoe gets tough. Like you get if you just hang out with me and my friends sometimes, it's the stuff that we talk about, like because Rice will drain you, like it drains you.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, like I wouldn't want to be nowhere else just because it's the people I met there, just my teammates. I love them guys, man. And my favorite dude. Like I don't know what I'd do without them, because if you going through that by yourself, you're gonna be struggling.
Yeah, exactly. But if you know the Myers family, you know they're bred for it. You got Big Bucket, you got Little Bucket. You know what I'm saying? They're bred for this shit. They're bred for it.
I'm branched out from them. I'm still with them though. My pop's Big Bucket, man. Baby Bucket, Junior Bucket Junior, something like that. They try to give me my nickname, man.
Yeah, but you're like, nah. Yeah, I feel that. That's good, man. That's great, bro. You're going after what you want to go for. So you're about to start spring ball. You know what I'm saying? The transition from high school to college, it was difficult, I bet. So what's in store? What's in store for Legacy of 7?
Man, really right now, the big thing I'm focused on is doing what I can to make myself better so that I can make this team better.
Yeah.
Because these last few years, we've really been struggling a little bit football-wise because we came in, you know, we had great talent, but, you know, just kind of fell short those first few seasons. Then we switched over to this new coaching staff. Mm-hmm. And kind of, you know, trying to, you know,
adjust.
Yeah, get our feeding a little bit right now. But this spring, we got a whole new strength coach. We got a whole new scheme. We got these incoming freshmen. Man, we're really trying to set this straight, because the biggest thing about Rice, like I was saying, it was really stressful academically, and it makes it even more stressful when you're not doing good as a football team.
Exactly.
So it's like you're putting in all this work and not really getting much back.
Exactly.
That's where most of the stress comes from. And I feel like if we can just be the what do I say, like be the team like to start this program in a whole different direction.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't be for us in my class, but for the classes behind me coming in, we can make the program better, have like a better culture around there, and make their lives better as they come in, so they don't have to kind of deal with what we dealt with. Because dealing with what we dealt with, like it really puts a lot of pressure on you, and really puts a lot of it's just
strain on you,
stress.
Yeah. Everything under the wind. So the coach that was there before, how long was he there?
He was there for like 10 years.
And y'all have to get a whole new coach.
Do a whole new coaching staff. Like they literally did a clean sweep. The only people that stayed were general like GMs, like the managers that was just kind of there. But they didn't really have much reign. We had a whole new coaching staff, and it was crazy to adjust to that because so much was going on with that.
So everything is crazy. How you're having all these new coaches come in. Someone's gonna have to take leadership, or at some point, because you have all these new people come in and this new coaching staff, and everyone has to make that decision together that we're all gonna put in the same work. Do you ever think it's crazy? Like I always think about it, how you have the like the people that are coming to watch the games. Like they get upset when the audience when they you lose a game, it doesn't mean as much, to them. And the fact that the football team has all this weight on their shoulders because you can make your school look good, you're bringing your school in money, and like the football team is a big deal to the school, whether we want to acknowledge that or not. And you having all this weight on your shoulder, is it ever like crazy to you how your team puts in all this work and they really no one else really understands that?
I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah, that does.
They don't appreciate it as much as you.
Because people come, like, people who have never played football before. Okay. Like, no shade to them or nothing. Because, football is not just for everybody, and that's understandable. But it's just the opinion some people have for, like, football stuff. Just when it comes to anything in football in general, when they've never really played the game before, that can really be like, all right, man, come. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're annoying.
Like,
annoying.
Like, we kind of know what we're doing. Yeah, we may mess up here and there, but like until you're in our shoes, like you really gotta understand exactly like why we're doing this, why this happens, and all this other stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, like having the fans and stuff is amazing. Like we love fans. Like we love people coming out and supporting football teams, no matter what team you play for. Whether like you gonna hate us or you gonna love us, but at the end of the day, we're doing this because we love it. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're doing it because we love this, it's helping us get through school. It's helping us get ahead in life. Hopefully,
better opportunities,
opening more doors for us. Hopefully, like it's not about y'all, dude. Like y'all go ahead and give y'all opinion and stuff, but like I'm saying, we do it for each other. We do it for the brothers next to us, to the left and right of us. Doing it for our family, to make our family proud. Exactly. But a lot of people do get sucked into that stuff because, like, I haven't talked about it yet, but just how much politics go into college football.
Talk about it, because how much politics go into it?
Man, I can't go too depth into it, but like, man, dude.
How much can you go in depth with
it? I know, bro. I just talk about
it. Wait, before you go in depth, I'm gonna ask you this. I asked about the Hawaii. Did y'all win in Australia?
Oh hell no. Bro, we played Stanford in Hawaii, dude. Or in Australia, yeah, dude. They put it on us, bro. They were really good. That's when they had Kevin Love. I think not Kevin Love. Anyway, his last name was like good running back, candidate for the Heisman.
He was candidate for the Heisman. He was in it to win it.
It was a year after McCaffrey had graduated.
Yeah, he was cold. But Love was a good replacement.
Dude, Love was nice, man. He was good. Nice O-line. Solid defense, bro. Like they were really good.
They handed it.
And it's actually funny because the coach from Stanford, our head coach now is actually from Stanford.
Okay.
Yeah, so he came over.
The head coach after y'all got the trade, or
after
the wipeout and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. He came in, brought out all his new couple coaches from Stanford and all that stuff, trying to change the program around.
So back to the you answered that. Back to the politics.
I mean, it's just
as much as you can get into it.
Yeah, a lot just plays into it, dude. Like in high school, it literally was about just being there because you loved it. It wasn't a requirement for you to play. You can just go. you're there for 2 hours of practice, maybe a couple meetings during school time and stuff like that. But other than that, you're just playing. You play football. But other than that, you know, you're a high school student.
Exactly.
In college, you're a football player 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got to take that into account. You do any little slip up, it's like, oh, that football player from Rice University.
Okay.
Like,
So whatever happens, that football player.
Yeah,
that football
you know what I'm
player,
saying?
regardless
You're
of you
literally
being a person, that
Yeah.
you're marked as a football
Yeah.
player first.
And that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Is they put you on this pedestal.
Mhm.
You're put on a pedestal, and the fans, it's good to get that love, but I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Is that guy, he plays football for the
Yeah.
team, and you suck. You're terrible. I don't even know why
Exactly.
you're on the team. It's like you're a person.
Yeah,
Though.
exactly. Like,
You're
you know
a
what I'm saying?
person, though.
If you're walking down the street, let's say you're in the mall, and somebody walks up to you and say, "Dude, you suck. Like, you're the worst person I've ever met in my life. Like, why are you out here doing this stuff?" You'll have an altercation with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be you're gonna throw some words back with him, right?
Exactly.
But if you're a football player, let's say you make a bad play. If one of the fans right here is saying the same stuff, like, "Oh, you suck. You're the worst player ever," and you say any type of thing back, you can cuss at them back. You know what I'm
this
saying?
football player.
You know what I'm saying? Then you're on the news, and it's like, all right, this football player is showing, unprofessional
Unruly,
signs or something
unprofessional
like that.
He's being aggressive.
He's being really
conduct.
aggressive, and then you can get sued and all this stuff, and then you're done playing just because.
You can get
You
sued
don't-
in college.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, just like but the reason why they do it is because there's so much hype around it. Is that they can get for the school, they can come after you. It just kind of
Like Daniel said, yeah, you're on a pedestal.
exactly, and you being on that pedestal puts you at like such a higher risk of any like small thing of happening to you.
You can't. There's no slipping for
No
you.
slipping. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you're a football player 24/7. Think about that. Even when you make the NFL, you got your
It
own
gets
life
worse.
to live. You
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
your own
it
life.
gets- yeah.
It gets 10 times worse.
No
dude, 'cause,
slip
like,
ups. Rubber
in the
shoes
NFL,
on. Rubber shoes
you're
on
playing
at all times.
literally.
Rubber shoes on at all
Literally.
times.
it's crazy, man. It amazes me sometimes just how like people like it's I guess like the same thing with just anybody famous in general. Like just you having a name for yourself, regardless of what it is. People put you on this. They treat you as if like they think of you as if you're not just some normal human being who either makes mistakes, has their flaws or whatever. But that's just kind of how it is nowadays, and you kind of can't do nothing about it, but just kind of watch your back, kind of understand that that's how it is.
Consistently every day.
Every day.
Every day. That's you wake
Every
up.
day.
You wake up. Get up out of the bed. Well, I guess I gotta be careful today.
Let me put my rubber shoes on. I can't slip.
Yeah,
I can't slip.
Yeah, I mean, you can even slip so easily as if like you can be on Twitter or you can be on Instagram, and
on you.
yeah,
24/7.
you say the wrongest of things like in a strange way. People are gonna take it in a weird way and run with it.
Yeah.
And once like something runs on Twitter or like a meme
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
like, it goes off.
It's
Like
there.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Like kind of like the same thing with like LeBron. LeBron
Sing
had
the wrong
said
lyrics.
something about
Sing the wrong lyrics to a song, and
I don't even think it was the wrong.
no, he
lyrics,
said the
bro.
right lyrics, but some people didn't like the lyrics and the fact that he was
Yeah.
singing the song.
It said something about getting Jewish money, and something about that just went left, dude. And
Yeah.
he got bashed for it, man. It was
Super bad.
It was crazy.
That is
Have you ever encountered that as far as in your-
Nah. Thankfully, my dad told me at a young age, he's like, man, look, you gotta watch what you put on, the internet. One, because it's there forever. Two, coaches are gonna come look at you and make sure that like they don't have that, so they don't gotta deal with it. Because like I'm saying, like coaches understand that that's just the world we live in, so they try to avoid stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I try to watch what I put on anything. I really don't even get on. I don't get on Facebook. I'll get on Twitter. I always have to watch what I say on Twitter. I have to watch what I favorite. I have to watch what I retweet. I have to watch, I have to watch what I post on Instagram.
Favorite,
Yeah,
because that's
dude.
just something you like.
Yeah,
and,
you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
It's a whole different thing, dude.
and that's what I was saying. The Meyer boys, they're bred at a young age, and that's not a derogatory. That's not a his dad knew is discipline. His dad knew that Jordan was gonna be destined for greatness. He is so he has to watch himself. He has to watch himself. And hey, your dad's the GOAT.
Nah, he for sure is.
Yeah, your dad's the GOAT.
He taught a lot. He taught me a lot, man. I don't know what I'd do without him. Him, my brother, my mom, all of them. Everybody, my coaches from high school, they taught me a lot of stuff too. Like it's just like I'm saying, dude. I'm such a blessed person just to have the people around me that I've had in my life just to make me who I am today. This is like somebody who understands that you have to earn everything, but there's
Exactly.
also like a target on your back as you like working and stuff. it's crazy.
And that all ties in the legacy of 7. It does. Baby. It all ties in.
When I look back on it, man, what's gonna be my legacy? That's how I see it, dude.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I'm trying to build. Hopefully, it's something that everybody can enjoy. My kids can enjoy.
That was my next question. What is the legacy of 7? Something you want to build for everyone of your offspring and your family to enjoy, or in your eyes, what is that? What is your legacy? What do you want to leave behind? Yeah, and not even behind as far as taking it to that extent, but as far as if you were to make it into the league and stuff like that, what is your legacy you want to leave behind as far as high school, as far as college, and making it to the league?
Dude, I mean, my biggest thing is, man, when I get older, I want to be able to give my kids the world. Like, I literally want my kids to have whatever they want. People be like, oh, bro, like, you're spoiled. Like, people tell people that all the time. I'll be like, it's not a bad thing, dude, because I've kind of, like, lived kind of through both worlds where it's really been really bad. My brother got, like, the really bad end of it, of, like, not having very much money. But I feel like if you're, like, spoiled, that's just a blessing to have, you know. Just the fact that your parents work hard enough and do everything they can to get you whatever you want. Exactly. I mean, that's not such a bad thing. Obviously, I don't want them to be like no brats.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? If they want a toy, I want to be able to get them a toy or whatever. So that's my biggest thing, and I like a lot of it looks back on like my kids, my parents, and my wife, my friends. I want people to look at me and be like, damn, like. He worked hard. You know, he's worked hard. He earned everything he's got. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really put in the time, the work, and, like, the sacrifices that's required in order to get there. And that's the biggest legacy, dude. Like, it's just.
So you want to be a good example, basically.
Exactly, pretty much.
Be a good example. Like,
I just don't want to, people be like, oh man, that's what he got lucky. He should be. He should be at this point.
Luck should not be tied to your name.
That should not.
It's all work for it. It's all work.
Exactly, all work for it, and just to be and for like a self reflection. When I get older, get to a point where I get to retire or whatever, I can actually sit down, self reflect, and be like, damn, like
hell,
I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there.
I can say it wasn't work for it because I was in your room getting beat by your brother too. Bro, your brother would kick our ass for no reason, bro.
Yeah, actually, he told me to say what's up, man. Tell me right, I said what's up, man.
Chris, what's up, bro? Shout out to you, Chris Myers, bro. That's good times, bro.
It got me strong, got me tougher.
Exactly. It was for a reason, you know what I'm saying? It's
he used to not beat us up for no reason.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, fuck him.
Literally no reason.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
That's dope.
That's live, man.
Good time.
As far as academics, though, how's your academics? How do you feel like how are you adjusting as far as going through your classes and playing football, you personally?
I mean, it's because like my freshman year, I came in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be. I'm going to all my classes. I'm making sure I handle all my business, this, that, and the other. Like, I'm going to be the smartest one here.
None of that shit happened.
This, that, the other. It was good, for the first, 2 semesters. But I was all about all my business, man. But it's crazy, dude. Because, it's slowly starting to hit me. It's like, dang, dude, this is wearing me out. You just start getting, really worn out from it all. I mean, I'm still doing good. I'm above a 3.0 GPA. Handling all my business and stuff like that. So I mean, like I was saying, blessed just to still have all that stuff.
But the realization though that it's gonna start taking away.
Yeah, dude, it's really starting to wear out.
What's one normal day consists of you? Not to cut you off. What's a normal day as far as like a normal schedule for Jordan Myers?
All right, I'll take you to a day of a life of in season football,
exactly.
Jordan Myers. So I guess wake up at 5 a.m. Gotta get ready and go and hit the workouts. During the season, we're limited to an hour workout or 2 hour workouts throughout the whole week. So we kind of have to split them up. So we have an hour workout in the morning on, let's say, Monday or whatever.
Yeah, starting from the beginning of the week.
Yeah. Monday we'll go work out, and then we got to go eat breakfast, mandatory breakfast.
So wake up at 5.
Wake up at 5. Go work out at 6, from 6 to 6:30. Okay. Or sorry, 6 to 7:30. Okay. Then we go ahead. Then we have to rush to breakfast real quick, because depending on what your class schedule is, everyone's a little different.
Exactly.
But go breakfast, and then I have class at 9, and I have basically classes from 9 all the way until about 1:30, 1:50, depending on what day it is. And then I have to go straight to football meetings. And football meetings usually start at like 2:30, 2. So we really don't have much time there just to, to chill out, hang out, or whatever.
Yeah, it's you go here, go there, boom.
Yeah,
I have to make it there.
So 2:30 comes, we have meetings until about 4:30, depending on, like I said, what day it is, because everything kind of like a little flexible. And then we go straight to football practice, and those are about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, like including stretch and like after practice stretch. And then then after that we have study hall. We have to go to study hall, and that's usually around like 8:30 all the way to
at night.
Yeah,
from waking up at 5.
Yeah, it's around like 8:30 or whatever. But if you're doing real good in class, you don't really gotta worry about it. But typically, like, most of us want to go in there anyway, because just being in that setting, it allows us to focus on our schoolwork and stuff.
Exactly.
So we'll go in there, study hall. Oh, well, sorry. I skipped dinner. We go. We gotta eat dinner after practice. We gotta eat dinner after practice.
And that's mandatory.
Yeah. Oh, mandatory. Yeah, everything's mandatory. Wow. And then we go to the study hall, and then we go home. And then by that time, it's probably like 10:30. You gotta go to sleep, get ready for the next day.
But study hall, you do your homework there?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, like I said, like some people don't have to go to. Like I wasn't it wasn't mandatory for me to go to study hall, but I'd go sometimes anyway, just to be in that setting. You know what I'm saying? Some people go to Starbucks.
Train yourself.
Some people go to Starbucks to do some homework.
The atmosphere around you, getting like.
Or people go to the library to get homework done. It's kind of the same thing. You could go home and do it, but I know once I go home,
you're not trying to do homework.
I'm trying to just stay away from school. I'm trying to get on my Xbox, play
Netflix,
play little games, watch some movies.
Me a little,
you know what I'm saying? Do what I gotta do.
Stress reliever. Yeah, it's what it is. That's life.
Yeah, man. We go to sleep and then wake up the next day and we just do it all over, and we do that literally from with 2 days included. We go from about the middle of July all the way to November, like 26, just strictly like that.
So when you really got time to yourself, then what do you do when you have time to yourself?
When do you have time to yourself?
Because like during season, since that's what we were talking about, the only day we really had to ourselves was Sundays, because Monday through Friday we have school and we have practice. Saturday is the game. Typically, like with traveling and all that stuff, the whole day is gone. And then Sundays is our only off days. Yeah. But by that time, when that comes around, you either gotta catch up on homework because you might have missed a Friday class or something like that, or like if you're traveling. Or if you're off, you can actually, you don't want to do anything. All you want to do is lay in your bed and chill. But sometimes you have to go into the training room. I didn't even take the training room into account because you always have to find, especially if you have injury that's affecting your play, it's mandatory to be in the training room. Okay. You have to find some time within your busy schedule to be into the training room. And then
that's great. So it's not acclimated into your schedule. It's just you have to find your own time.
Yeah, you have to find your own time.
That's tough.
Usually in between, it could be in between classes. Yeah. It can be you have to hurry up and go before practice, after practice. Maybe you have to come in before workout. So that pushes your sleep, to 4:30. So you have to wake up a little bit earlier and then go. But yeah, dude. But outside of the season, like right now, since it's winter break.
You good.
I've just been chilling, being back home, enjoying family time. Biggest thing I do when I'm back up at school and I have free time is probably just play my game. Chill out with my teammates, my roommates.
Build that relationship.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Build just connection, dude. That's the biggest thing, I say most people should work on in 2019. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who are coming to a point of oh man, F this person, F that person, F everybody.
About to cut everybody off.
Hey, bro, if you ain't spoke to me in 24 hours, by the time
you're cut off,
bro. By New Year's
cut off. You're done. I'm done with it,
bro. By New Year's Eve, bro, it's over, bro.
Cutting off all toxic relationships.
Yeah, bro, you left in 2018, dude.
Said 24 hours.
That's how people be sensitive, man. You gotta understand, people are living their lives, dude. I know my biggest issue is. I get so caught up in stuff. I get so busy that I'm really bad at, reaching out to people and, staying connected with people.
But they don't take into accommodation. You're
they're just thinking that I'm in this whole, I'm not worried about that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And whoever that's affected, that's affected, but
hey, fuck you, you're affected.
Nah, not even, bro. But nothing like
that.
The biggest thing, dude, is I feel like my 2019, New Year's resolution, which I'm putting air quotes because like I think those are stupid.
Yeah.
Kind of, but in a sense, I get why people do it. But whatever. Is build those connections, reconnect to a couple of people I haven't connected to in a while. Do all this type of stuff because that's something that I was really bad with. I was always like, especially in high school, I was really to myself. I always just handle my own business, focus on myself. But I realized like getting older, man, these connections really are gonna last, like stick with you. Memories, man. Like you ever just been with a group of people you ain't seen in a while, and y'all just talk about like the old stuff.
Yeah,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
that's
Matter of fact, that's why I'm here right now, bro. Because I'm linked up with Roy, dude. Came up. We decided to do this little podcast for him.
We got a lot, bro. I wouldn't even say a lifetime, but we just got a lot of history back. And we, at the end of the day, it's just all love, bro. You got a life to live. You're getting older, and that just comes with life.
Yeah.
The more you get older, the more you take on, the more responsibilities you take on, the more life you start to live. It's not about just other people at that moment. It's about you, because you want to make it to a certain aspect in your life. If I was here worried about the next person and my next friend, I wouldn't have my own place if I was worried about another friend. You know what I mean? Because not your friends are not gonna have the same mindset as you. They could hold you back damn near more. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm not saying like if somebody did you dirty, reach out to them.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
but understand, man, like you don't gotta do all this stuff in your life alone, bro. Like it's okay to reach out to people. Like it's okay to like understand that needing other people around you is like helpful for you. Like that's okay. Like we're meant to be around.
Having someone to live
grounding. That's grounding. That keeps you sane, damn near. That keeps you sane.
Like people are like, oh, bro, I gotta stay tight to myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm on this mission. I'm on this goal.
That seems lonely.
bro. It's long. Like it's cool. Like you may get your goal in life, but when you get there, then what else you got? You know what I'm saying? Like
you don't got the people that was gonna support you, and that, you know what I mean. You don't got anything.
I just hate because like I feel like there's like these quotes on social media and stuff talking about when you get there at top, like what did you sacrifice in order to be there? And if you think about that, like people sacrifice their friendships, they sacrifice their loved ones, they sacrifice all this other stuff, and then you finally get it and you have it, but then what? You know what I'm saying? Once you finally have it, then what are you gonna do? You'll enjoy it for a little bit, but at the end of the day, man, it's like having those people, those loved ones, those connections that you can like think about, talk about, laugh about, it's just having those connections, man.
Not being able to enjoy it with people, bro.
Exactly. I don't know, man.
That's wild.
It's just a big thing. That's what I'm saying. 2019, I feel like a lot of people should just go ahead and start working on those connections, man. Don't sit here and isolate yourself like what most people are doing. I feel like we're getting so caught up into ourselves, we're losing our just love for each other.
Yeah. Make it more than a New Year's resolution. Make it a lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Make it a lifestyle.
You'll definitely see that. I feel like you'll see that in 2019. You'll see the difference it makes in 2019, and that's just something that you'll want to do forever. Like understand that there's always going to be like heartbreak or something like that. Doing that. Yeah, that's just part of life or whatever. But just keep going, that's just, you guys gotta keep going.
It's not a part of life to cut off just people just to cut off. Yes, you cut off the toxic people. Yes, you cut off the people that have done you dirty negatively and all that other stuff. But if you have somebody there that, they genuinely care about you, remember that they're living their own lives too. The same way you're living your life, you're trying to accomplish a goal. That same person that cares about you, they're trying to accomplish that goal too. Just because y'all don't talk, that doesn't mean y'all aren't friends. That doesn't mean anything. It means just there's focus, there's maturity, there's understanding to where, okay, I need to do this. And the same thing with them. They need to do this and accomplish that goal. Hell, we got a legacy of fucking 7 here, guys. Ow! Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you having you on.
I
definitely.
love being on here, man.
Definitely.
Feel honored to be on the Rad.
Yo, in the Rad Pass. Bro, he has a busy schedule, man. Me and Jordan have gone from fucking elementary school up until now, and we still have a great ass connection. You know, like we haven't forgot about that. But what we know is, I'm trying to accomplish something. He's trying to accomplish something. At the end of the day, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love, big time.
That's all any of this is. Y'all. It's for everybody out there. Look, man.
That's what it's about.
What's all about?
That's what
Pushing
it's about.
forward, making them connections. Well, it's definitely.
So, Mr. Legacy, what do you want to leave the people with? What do you want to leave the Rad Pad with the people knowing? What do you want them to know?
Man, I want y'all just to understand that it's out here in this world, man. You will get done dirty every once in a while, man, but love is the best thing to have out here, dude. Like, don't go around hating. Just having that hate on your heart. You know, find ways to let go, you know, forgive people, and like I said, man, make those connections, man. Yeah. It's an honor to be on here at the Rad Pad, dude.
It's an honor to have you. Hey, bro, you got a busy schedule. You could be fucking resting. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand that too, and that's why I appreciate the time that you're able to take out of your schedule, bro. Like, if y'all got a chip on your shoulder, fucking eat it. Put it in some dip and eat that chip. Eat that chip on your shoulder, bro. Munch on it. Grub on it, bro. Get full off of that. Like, wow. It's cool. I hope y'all stay tuned, and there's more to come. We might have Legacy on the show when he's in the NFL. You never know. Hey, might be the first NFL player we have on the Rad Pad. Y'all stay tuned.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Roy and Daniel and Jordan, Legacy of 7.
Man, it's been a blessing, man.